But I think I was fortunate growing up in Kirra. But I think I was fortunate growing up in Kirra. I lived in the back of Kirra. I walked through Kirra every day. I had my first job was at Strawberry Fields, and Marty Tolman's over there was my boss. So he was my first. Look, he doesn't even know, but he was my first boss. And I used to have to clean the wax off the boards, water the plants, keep away from the customers. And Murray Burton used to come in and drop off some boards, and Nev Hyman used to bring in boards, and I used to get to ride some of those boards, and I used to wag school. And now, me, coming from Kirra, I'm so proud to come from there and then have Mick as a Kirra boy, and Joel now is from Sunshine Coast, but he's become a Kirra boy, and that's what this museum represents to me. It's just the history of surfing, but also the local history around here, and with Mick and Steph up there on the wall, and hopefully Mick can get it again, and even if Joel does, we get Joel on the wall up here as well. But I just want to grab this surfboard and just talk a little bit about this. Drink. So, just a quick thing on, it's just about, I don't want to take too much time, but performance surfboards. Those boards that you see up there, there's the one up there that's a broken one, and that's a 6'1", 18 1/4, 2 3/16 feet and inches again. And that was a board that he rode all the way up until France, and he broke in France, and that was the reason he won the world title. And he talks about that board and how what is it in that board. And him and I spent all last year trying to repeat that board instead of actually getting over it and getting on with it and starting to make a new board. So we really wasted a lot of time trying to make the perfect the board exactly the same as that. And one of our philosophies is now, don't try to make the same board, try to make it better. So that's what we're doing. This year he started on 6.5s. He went down a little bit because Kelly Slater was riding small stuff, and everyone was starting to ride boards. And then he went off. He was doing all right. He was coming 6th, and he was going to the Huntington contest. And I'd never been to that contest before, and you've never seen anything like it. This year Hurley did an amazing job. There was 150,000 people on the beach on the last day. No wonder they had riots there a few years, because if they put alcohol with all those Americans on the beach, it'd be chaos, because there was just that many people. There was chicks with their clothes, well, not clothes, in bikinis. There was guys with their flex of their muscles, and it was just a bit of alcohol on there, and it was a disaster, I tell you. But the good thing about that contest was Mick said, let's go to Huntington, I'll surf in that contest. Hurley's invited me. They paid for him to go over there. It's $100,000 for, I didn't know it was $100,000 at the time. And let's go and experiment some boards for trestles. So I made this little thing, a little 511. It's exactly his same board. I've just cut half an inch off the, 3/8 of an inch off the nose, and 3/8 of half an inch off the tail, and just redrew the plan shape back up again. We went over there, he rode it. He said, this board feels all right. And I'm going, yeah, it looks pretty good under your feet. And he went on to get second in that event, which won $10,000. So he just missed out. But there was a young local kid that won the contest, and he won $100 grand. Fantastic for the kid. It was great for surfing. Left all the boards there, come back home, made some more 6.5s. He went back over there. This board was sitting there at the Rip Curl store waiting for him to pick up. Went on, grabbed the board, surfed in the contest, $100 grand again. No, contest fee went up. Prize money was $110 grand. Boom, won the contest. Where's my frickin' ticket? So I rang Nick straight away and said, oh, I love your book. And so hopefully Nick's going to look after the wife and the kids. And I mean, $200,000, if he doesn't, we're going to call him a tie house. But that relationship that I have with him is really important, as I was saying before. The things that go into the guys that work at the factory, they're passionate about it, and passion that he has for surfing, passion that I have and the time that I put into it is really important as well. I don't do it, and I never started to do it for the money side of things. I did it because I loved it, and I did it actually for the lifestyle. It was fantastic when I was working for Murray. You go to work, start work at 3 o'clock, you've been out all the night before. That you'd start work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'd finish work at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, have a shower, $1 a night at the patch, drink all night, get up in the morning, surf till 3 o'clock and do it again. And then it was Gold Coast, surfer's paradise. You could go out for 7 days a week. You go to the jet club, it was $2 to get in and you get a meal and a beer. So, so that passion drove me to just go, I want this, I've got to succeed in this. And you know, I don't have to be an electrician, I can go and do this and I can make a little bit of money out of it. And that passion that I had, and for Mick and Steph as well, I mean, I can't forget about Steph, but that passion that I had actually made me have a successful business. And the only problem about having that successful business is that that lifestyle that I used to have, you know, surfing, when I went, sometimes you lose that. Yes, but you've just got to make time when the waves get good. It's been good that there's been no waves. I've actually been able to get a bit of work done, and then I'll go off to Hawaii and you know, reap the awards and have a few beers with Mick. Quickly on the board, Mick's boards, the way he likes them, the way he likes them is a little bit flat, a little bit flat in the front. He likes that. He gets on his front foot and loves that speed. You know, Mick's all about speed. He's the fastest surfer, they say, in the world. Not too much nose lift, but just a nice, gentle nose lift. A lot of late tail flip. So he's got all that speed and he wants to go up. And when he's looking, the board will go look quite vertical. A lot of concave in here and a slight double concave. A little bit more double concave in his smaller wave ones. But if you look at all those boards, it's the same tail template I've been using for Mick since he's been 12. I still got it. And I go to different tail templates. There's an actual tail template I've got at the moment that we did. It's called the AS tail. And the reason it's called the AS tail is because it's just I don't know if it's a funny story, but I'll tell it. But he had a board that he got from JS that he liked, and JS had a board a Merrick that he liked. So JS drew the tail off the Merrick and put it onto his board. Then Mick rode that board, and then I got the JS board and I drew the tail off that one. So I call it the AS, called the Al Stevenson. It was Jason's last name, Stevenson. And I mean, I taught him how to shape as well, so it's not too bad. But now we're trying that board and we're finding, and they're the little differences. It's just a little tiny bit straighter in here. A little bit straighter in here, which is actually just giving that little bit more speed and a little looser off the bottom. And those little things are the things that make the difference, and that's the things that make Mick become hopefully another world title. That's all I've really got on performance, but if anyone wants to ask me some questions about boards or have a beer with me later, I'll talk to you all about it. Any questions?
Gee, that was interesting, mate. It's really interesting, yeah. Both speakers, fantastic tales, and what a night. It was a real pleasure to come along and MC this, and congratulations to all the surf crew. We'll see you at the next one. Good night.